The round table.
Gentlemen,
Aye.
let's broaden our minds.
Lay on, gentlemen, and let 'em know what's what. Fire at will.
It's time for action, gentlemen.
Gentlemen of the round table.
What's the topic of discussion?
Civility, gentlemen. Always civility.
All right, we're good to go.
All right, Nate, pray then.
Pray then. All right.
All right, dear Lord, thank you so much for getting us here together. Thanks for Eddie. Eddie he was flying around. I'm happy the planes didn't crash. That was nice, Ed.
Thank you.
It's good to have you here. That's
Jesus,
good.
man. That's
What?
Good.
It's morbid.
I said I'm happy the plane didn't crash.
I know.
positive.
It's
It's
like
morbid,
something
but
my
it's
mother would say. Oh, thank God your plane didn't crash.
You're huge. I'm surprised the damn thing could take off. So that's good. So Ed's here. Holden, thank you. Thank God for you.
Oh, is this the introductions?
No,
It's the
this
prayer.
is a prayer. I'm
Okay,
thanking
cool.
God for you.
Holdenator Ho will happen very soon.
You know what? Scratch it, God. You made a massive mistake with that. Whatever he is. Jackie, you're here. Praise God.
This is
still
the prayer. It's
yes.
the prayer.
Kind
So
of,
Praise
don't
God.
introduce yourself, just be a part of the prayer.
kind of
Praise
melding
God.
the two together here.
Praise God.
And now it's time for a story from
No,
Marcus.
no,
No.
All right.
No,
Okay.
I have some shout
Are you going to say
And
amen?
thank you for me. Yeah.
What about Nate?
And thanks for Nate. He's Jewish.
Amen.
Yeah. And we love
On
Nate.
Nate.
On Nate. All right. So that's the prayer.
Boy, I noticed I didn't get one.
I said thank you for Marcus Parks,
the
God.
most important one, probably the most
Yeah,
needed
probably
one.
the most important one. One would say the cornerstone of all of our success. But, thanks.
Who would say that?
One.
Okay.
Ben.
The word success is
The word success, yeah, what does that even mean
word
in the
success
grand
is
scheme?
negotiable.
Yeah, absolutely negotiable. Amen. Welcome to the Roundtable of Gentlemen. I am Ben Kissel.
Thank you for your prayer.
Thank you.
Thank you,
very
Ben.
much.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you for thanking God for me.
No problem.
Yeah.
All right, so Jackie, you're here. You look great today.
It's very weird that you keep saying that. He said that outside of the podcast as well,
Yeah.
and I never trust it. It means I must look awful. But I do think that the prayer has something to do with the blazer is back. And it is hot and summery outside. And I
back.
don't understand why the blazer is back. You've been on fire. You've been on fire in here. Now the blazer's back?
Yeah, it's my it's a what is this, a beige?
Yeah, it's beige.
It's-
Summertime.
That's not a beige.
It's like a
is
tan
gross.
khaki.
Yeah.
More of a, I mean, it's close to a cream as well.
Yeah.
What about camel
Cloudy
hair?
cum colored.
Yeah.
Cloudy
yeah.
cum or camel hair. We've got a couple
Yeah.
different.
Cloudy cum. Yeah, like a sick man's cum.
Yeah.
Sick man's
That's nice.
cum blazer.
An ill man.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy he got to do it one more time.
Fuck yeah.
Eddie, you've been all around the world the past few months.
America.
Okay.
Well,
And
yeah.
that's the
Okay.
world. Let's
Yeah.
be
It's
honest.
Part of the world.
Yeah, it is part of the world. Yeah, I went on a nice road trip.
Yeah,
and
where'd
then
you
I
go?
went to Buffalo after that.
Buffalo was not part of the nice part of your road trip?
No, it was a separate own adventure.
Yeah, what'd you do in Buffalo?
I went to Niagara Falls and I ate chicken wings and I went to a wedding.
Oh, okay, good.
How's that? Great wings. You would have thought.
Yeah. Good football team, too.
No.
No.
Wait, do you think that the wings are better than other wings that you could get other places?
You know what? They were really fucking good.
Where'd you go?
I went to Anchor Bar, the originator of the
No.
Buffalo Wing.
I thought
And they
it was-
had a Miami Dolphins thing there, and I
There's
got really
the Anchor
happy.
Bar and there's Duff's, and then there's one called Gabriel's Gate, and people, it's like Crips and Bloods and Latin Kings there. I mean, they will
If
fight
I
over.
lived in Buffalo, I'd work at Anchor Bar.
I've seen almost like a full fist fight break out in Buffalo. over that shit?
What makes a good wing, Ed? What are the 5 points of a good wing?
Healthy chicken.
Healthy chicken.
Happy chicken.
So when
Happy
we say healthy chicken, we're teaching the chicken, or we're the chicken's
Healthy
learning?
mind.
No, just
the chicken.
feed it well and give it some space,
Teach the children well.
and then cut its arms off.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
Aren't they legs?
No, the legs are
wings.
legs.
Oh,
Wings are wings.
Oh, yeah. They're not arms.
Well, yeah, I mean, you call them what you call them.
I just don't think. No one eats chicken arms.
If
They
you
eat chicken
could,
wings.
If you could fly with your arms, they'd be wings, but you wouldn't have more appendages.
That's true.
There you go.
They were great. Also, buffalo sauce helps.
A good
Yeah.
sauce.
A good sauce, a good sauce, not too
sweet
much
or
butter.
Spicy,
Now I like good old normal regular sauce.
everyday buffalo
I bought
sauce.
some of it. It was good.
Okay.
Yeah, went home with a souvenir. Went to Niagara
Food.
Falls.
You went home with food.
You bought food. It took
Sauce for food.
Yeah.
I can't, eat the sauce.
I don't know if it's a souvenir. You're going to consume it. It's a consumer.
No, it's
I
a
know.
temporary souvenir.
I see.
He could keep the bottle.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
All right.
Fill it with
If
change.
you keep criticizing it, I'm not going to invite you over.
Oh, what? When you haven't invited me over in months?
How many times has Ben come over to your place?
Never. Not
Have you
one
ever
time.
seen the interior
No, I
of
had
his
to help him
apartment?
move in, and that was it.
Oh, my
I haven't been
God.
back since. And the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, but I think that was your lady's place at the time.
You didn't help me move in.
Oh, I didn't? No, but you did ask me.
No, actually, you offered, and then I was like, hey, Ben. And you're like, oh, no, I can't.
I couldn't do it. Yeah, but don't forget who offered to help you.
It's a
It
thought that
doesn't
counts,
matter
so that's,
if you don't actually help.
Nah, I'm going to say no. All right, so...
I'm Ed Larson, and Buffalo was great. And
Good.
go to Niagara Falls.
All right.
Holdenators, ho!
Fuck
No! When does he go? He goes right now. PlayStation shoutouts, everybody. A lot of people chimed in. They said, we want them to stay. We need more shoutouts.
No one
Here's
said
more.
that.
Yes, they did. They were like, I feel bad for you.
A lot of people.
Yes.
People didn't
Define.
say that.
6 of them.
That's a lot.
Yeah. The Dank Bank has a shout out for aid to AJ for being a greasy cock gobbler. Rowan LSWS Jr. says, bring back Brain and the Beast.
Wow, very nice. We will, yeah.
And Holden's Train Talk. Penetrate Christ says, William Bigos of any films can suck the nastiest pussy fart through his nose. Also, Ben Kissel is his man crush,
Oh,
and he
okay.
wants to live inside of you.
Christ penetrator. Man, that's great.
$1,500 a month
Sly
for the cost to live inside of this Greek god.
Sly Cooperman can smell Ed's farts from across the country. Marcus deserves his
I
throne
was
of
traveling, so maybe I was closer than you thought.
Marcus deserves his throne of bones as the Pickle Prince. He would live in Jackie's Hollow Squirty Bird for free.
Wow. But I would charge him $3,000 a month.
Oh, I thought you were going to say pickles.
Nah. I got enough pickles.
Okay.
Stub Wolf.
Jesus Christ, now it's a fucking oven.
Stub Wolf says Marcus's eyes creep him out.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
A lot of people tell me that.
That my voice is chocolate silk. Lucas is a homo. I don't know Lucas, okay?
That's fine if
He's
he is.
saying that Lucas is a homo, which is completely
What's wrong
fine.
with that?
And he farts on his pillow every night.
Well, that's a problem.
Yeah.
CC
That's gotta stop.
podcasts are the bee's knees, bitches. That's your week's PlayStation shoutouts. I think it was a pretty 100% perfect one.
100,
Pretty 100%.
All right.
I'd give it that rating. That's fine.
All right. Nate Fritzen is sitting in for Kevin
Yeah.
Barnett. Kevin's gone. Nate, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, man.
Good.
I feel like $1 million, man. This is great.
That's great. Don't ruin the show.
You got it.
Don't ruin it.
It's a blazer. Take off the blazer.
I have to take it off?
You're antagonistic.
Yeah, you're being a businessman.
So either that or the Nixon
Yeah, you look
pin.
like such a businessman right
The
now.
Nixon
you really,
pin. Oh my God, I am wearing a Nixon pin.
Huh.
Oh my God, I just took it off. I feel a lot
Why are
better.
you wearing a
Feeling less
Nixon pin?
It was given to me by a fan.
You feeling less belligerent now?
Yes.
All right,
We got to
good.
get you off Fox News, man. This
I am
is,
still being
this is
recorded, though.
ridiculous.
Fox News is just such a great network. Number one in cable. Not even news. That's just
Really?
all networks.
Oh my
Anyway.
Fox News is #1 in cable
Yeah, it's the best.
over AMC.
Over everything.
Doesn't make any
No,
sense.
because they
TLC,
haven't-
AMC,
Over ESPN.
over ESPN. Absolutely.
No
because
way.
they're number one.
I don't think that's true.
Well, there's a
I
huge,
think they-
huge poster when you walk into News Corps that says they're number one.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah.
Good God.
So anyway, I am
Wait, about
Fox
the
News.
poster or the ranking?
Both.
Yep. The absolute most popular channel on cable TV.
It's fucking
It's
disgusting.
wonderful.
But
It's a
think
great
of how
nation.
many families just have it on all day. It's like my family will just have it on
Hospitals
one
and
television.
shit.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
just have it on.
Office.
Airports.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, it's
my
always
grandma
on.
keeps it on 24 hours a day.
I love your grandmother. I thank
She
her for her
sounds
service.
very informed.
She is. She's fair and balanced. All right, so let's see. Do we do a news story, Marcus?
Let's do one.
Okay.
3 people have been killed and 23 taken to the hospital after a massive brawl at a Moscow cemetery, apparently sparked by a dispute about jobs. Russian news reports said up to 200 people took part in the brawl at the southwest Kovinskoye cemetery. Police said 2 of the victims died after being run over by a car as people escaped from the scene. Police spokeswoman Sofia Kotina said the three people in the car who were armed with pistols were arrested. The brawlers fired guns and fought with shovels, shovel handles, steel bars, and baseball bats.
Just, normal funeral stuff. Just anything you would bring
To a cemetery
to a
fight.
graveside burial. A baseball bat in Russia. Why not?
Well, I'm
right?
not putting anyone on the ground unless I'm having a fucking shovel fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
I'm
it.
putting a nail through a board and then that through someone's face. Man, if I go to a funeral, you best believe.
Well, police believe the brawl was caused by a territorial dispute between two different groups of cemetery workers.
Ooh, my
I
God,
see.
gravedigger fight.
Yeah.
This is fucking cool.
A 200-person gravedigger fight.
Man.
With shovels.
You know Tom Petty was a gravedigger.
Is that right?
Yeah. Back in Gainesville.
Really?
But we're talking about Russia.
Oh, different. And I guarantee you they don't play music.
Last Dance with Mary Jane's about 69ing.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. It's
Yeah,
about
it is.
marijuana.
It's about learning how to 69.
I don't
the-
think that's
with
true.
I think
joint
that's
in your
summer
mouth.
of 69.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's summer of 69.
Yeah, you can tell it's got 69 in the title.
Right. We used to say summer of 99 when I was a junior in high school. Very fun.
Holden
Jackie?
is lying.
Yeah, I know it's fine. No
Yes,
shit.
it is about marijuana.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry I didn't yes and there. I apologize. That's another rule. Yes, it is about marijuana.
It's all about weed. Jackie Zebrowski, Cemetery Brawl. What you carrying with you? A shovel, a stick, a gun, or a car?
Ooh, all of it. I just want to be mounted atop a car. You could just like I don't know, nail me into the top of a car
Like
just
Mad
by my
Max?
clothes. Yeah, like Mad Max. And I was just like, yeah, I'm just slamming people like I'm in a rugby game.
The blood
as I go
bag.
through. Yeah, I'm the blood bag. I don't need a blood bag. I am the blood bag
Yeah.
for other people. But what I think that is interesting is that, at that point, do you just dig up a grave and throw them in a grave, right? Just
Once they're
dead people everywhere?
Well, I think if you kill somebody in a cemetery, you still got to remove them at some point and bring them back. I mean, the whole system is really
Sucks.
flawed.
I think it's flawed. At
Yeah.
that point, if you are dead in a cemetery, you get buried where you are.
Yeah, wherever you lie, that's where your grave is. I mean, I guess it would make for an odd-shaped cemetery.
Yeah, but what if where they died there was already a grave there? I mean, it's a
Lay them
graveyard.
on
There's-
top.
Yeah, bodies on top of
double up.
bodies.
Yeah,
just
you
like
can
just like
double
the
up.
plague.
People do
Yeah.
that.
Well, people were doing that regularly. There was just a cemetery scandal a few years back. They were stacking 5, 6, 7 bodies on the same corpse.
I mean,
and the people were pissed.
No one's checking, right?
No, what happened was 2 people went to mourn. They met at the same cemetery, the same gravesite, and then there was quite a feud.
Do they have 2 tombstones?
Yeah.
No, there was just the one tombstone, but
With
I
just like a bunch of asterisks on
I
it?
guess so. I'm not really sure the exact
Frank and Sean and Sam and Bill and Sal.
fine
half
with
of Long
that.
Island.
Because then I would feel like a human or bone lasagna.
Well, you know what? I mean, we are losing some space in New York City specifically, and you go through Queens, they have mass plots for cemeteries. Is it useless land?
It
Should
really
we get
it
rid
doesn't
of the
make. I was
cemetery?
thinking about this recently. It doesn't make sense. You know, it's just like, why do you need it?
And they're charging these people rent. I mean, getting the cemetery business is remarkable because you charge corpses a bunch of cash to just do nothing. All you have to do is mow.
I knew a guy who bought 2 extra cemetery plots because there was a sale.
Really?
Yeah,
A fire sale?
He's
That
like,
is-
he's like, I got 3 for the family, and then I got these 2 extras. You know, I
Just in
don't
case they murder people?
know. I guess, or or they get married.
Hopefully they have 2 kids who die,
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah,
fingers
here's the
crossed.
hoping.
Yeah, Marcus, what do you think? I know you love cemeteries, but I mean, at the end of the day, rent is extremely expensive in New York City. Shouldn't we free up some more land? Let's build a new apartment building. Fox News is the #1 cable network on television.
Wait, how did we get there?
You can't move
talking about-
cemeteries.
yeah, 'cause you're
cemeteries.
talking
If a
graves.
cemetery's there, a cemetery's there. You
What
can't
if you
move
just move the headstones and not the bodies?
bodies.
Yeah, move the headstones, but not the bodies.
It'll work, and put a big condo on there. And,
Why not?
people, honestly, at this point, people will pay to live in a haunted condo.
I would live over a cemetery in a heartbeat.
Aren't a lot of the parks in New York City built atop cemeteries?
I'm
Old
sure
cemeteries?
the whole city is covered in corpses.
Yeah, for a while there, they were building parks on top of like slave cemeteries, but they put an end to that.
They did?
I mean, it's slave cemeteries. I mean, at the time, they
Jackie.
were. No, I'm not saying it. It was like they didn't
Indians,
give a
too.
fuck at the time.
At the time, yeah,
At
yeah.
the time, they didn't
Whole
give a
bunch of
fuck.
Irish.
Yeah. A lot of Irish under Prospect Park.
I like walking around downtown and like every square of sidewalk. Think about how many people were murdered right there.
Yeah.
It's a bunch.
Dozens.
Sure. Lower East Side, I would say what do you think? For every square of sidewalk,
Oh. 3
corpses?
Probably.
10.
And in Central Park, The whole place, man.
Oh my
Ooch.
God! Well, I
Oochie
wouldn't do
booch.
murders if I was walking through Central Park. I would do how many times has somebody
Rapes.
jacked off? Mm-hmm. You know, and
Right.
just stared at somebody through peepholes in a newspaper,
Which do you think is more?
jerking off in
Jerks.
Central Park.
Definitely
Definitely.
jerks.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
the guy might be, he might be an 8-time Tony out in the park that
An
day.
8-time Tony.
Oh yeah, jacking 8 times before he can even before his fucking dick starts fucking shooting little blood droplets and go to the hospital.
Man, I don't think I've ever made 8 times.
No,
No.
but these guys.
I'm no
do.
8-time Tony. I'll tell you that.
I don't even think that 8-time Tony is 8-time Tony. I think he fakes it 4 times. I think he's 4-time Tony.
You think he lies about masturbating?
He got the nickname and he just stuck with it.
Yeah.
Anthony, what are you doing in your room, Anthony?
8 times, Mom. 8 times.
In my prime, back in like middle school, I probably did 6 in a day.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I did
I think
4
5.
4 or 5, I
Yeah.
think
I
is
might
my
have done
top.
4, maybe.
Yeah.
Tops.
Yeah, there was just so much time.
Man, just
Yeah.
a horny,
You know,
horny little boy.
Pre-cell phone? You kidding? You know, what are you going to do?
Use your
Well, I mean, I think the
imagination.
kids are
Yeah,
jerking
exactly.
off
That's what I'm
more
saying.
now than they were then. I mean, we had our imagination, but again, we didn't have life experiences to fill up a spank bank. The bank was empty.
Yeah.
It was all fantasy. Now with the cell phones, I mean, kids are looking at porn on the way to school on the bus.
And
I
it's
had
so
one-
easy to
Fox
get off,
News.
too.
I had one of those playing card decks with all like the naked women on it, like
Oh,
working
yes.
out. I could,
yeah.
I had a
it's like, oh, I'm naked in the gym. You know, I'd jack off to that.
Yeah, I had a gigantic pornography collection.
You did?
Attaboy,
Yeah.
How did you acquire?
Well, this one kid, his name was Randall. Randall's dad ran off. We broke into his shed, and we found that his dad had 2 huge black garbage bags filled to the brim with porno mags.
Why does it make
wow.
it so much more disgusting that they were in garbage bags?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're just
yeah, yeah,
black
they were in
garbage
garbage bags.
bags.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
not
yeah.
organized in maybe just like boxes or whatever.
Sure.
No, he was a
What do you want him
trucker.
in the
He'd buy-
plastic still? What do you
Well,
think?
yeah, I mean, definitely.
Yeah, he was a trucker. He'd buy them on the road, and then when he got home, he'd just throw it in the bag.
So
So,
he-
we divvied it up. I had literally a duffel bag full of porno mags.
And
Like-
full of trucker spunk. I mean, that was the
Yeah.
thing about the
Didn't
magazine
think about it.
porn.
What did that
Yeah.
bag smell like?
Oh, God damn. Trucker underwear. Disgusting. But that was the thing back in the day when you had to share porno, actually touching tangible magazines, very unique to our time. But now every time you touch somebody's cell phone or their laptop, you're touching a bunch of cum.
Oh,
A whole
yeah.
bunch of gum.
Yeah.
Depends. It depends. Some
Well, you're
people-
coming on the computer. You're coming
No, but
on
you
your
come in
phone.
your
I
hands.
always hit. I
Yeah.
always hit the screen. Always.
You do?
Every time. Every time.
That's going to break the computer. They're not going to fix that at the Apple store.
Man, I don't care. It's how I finish.
That's the thing. You maybe get a little residue on your hands, and you still got to turn off the video, and you
You go hit all the light switches in your apartment.
Well,
You know?
this is
funniest-
one
Yeah,
thing
you
I
need a
know for a
snack.
fact. You know, I probably touch homeless man cum every day because I put my hand on the subway pole. So you know what? You just gotta
Oh,
get
yeah.
used to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, we were throwing
Most
around.
people don't use subway poles.
Oh, they
They
use
could.
the pole. Yeah.
What do you mean they don't use subway poles?
They sleep on the ground.
Yeah, but they
that's true,
touch
too.
the poles. They got to get to the ground somehow. They touch the poles to get down the ground.
Yeah, like Gandalf. He has this big stick, but
Yeah.
they just use the subway poles to stand up.
I saw the My Eyes guy yesterday.
Really?
I haven't seen him in
How's he
forever.
doing?
Looking good.
All right, for those
Nice
that don't
new shirt. Looks in shape. Looks like
That's
he's
the
been
thing.
working
That's why
out.
I don't even feel bad for not giving anymore. You know, like I used
He
to feel
really,
bad for not giving.
like, he's doing fine.
He's looking great. He's
Is this
dressed
the guy?
really
Is
well.
this the burned by acid guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy has
My
had
Eyes.
a new basketball jersey every year I've been here. When I
Yeah.
moved here, he didn't have the hair yet. You
Yeah.
know, he's got hair now.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's got
yeah.
hair.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
got hair.
He's got nice sunglasses on
He's
to
got
cover his
sunglasses
eyes.
on to cover those freakish eyes, and then
Well,
he's got.
His
Because
no eyes.
You're right, exactly.
And he's got designer jeans on, like fancy jeans.
He had like
Yeah, but
last
if you
year.
don't know that you're wearing designer jeans, you can't see them. Are you wearing designer
last
jeans?
year he had a brand new Kyrie Irving jersey, brand new stitching, authentic.
Yeah.
This guy's
Like,
doing well.
Like
He's
I don't
doing
have
really
a new
well.
basketball jersey.
He doesn't
I've
have
never had one.
eyes, Eddie. He's still eyeless.
I mean, he's killing it.
Well,
We're just saying he's crushing it. We can
For
hear
a
it.
guy who
I've
was eyeless
seen-
who
I've
begs on the
seen this
subway.
man grow.
It's a
You know
New
what
York
I-
human
story.
being.
I think it's the laminated article about him getting burned by acid.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's really
That was
what
a good
that's,
step.
That's what he has evidence. You know,
Yeah.
I was like, you know,
You know he's always spilling drinks on it. And shit.
exactly.
I can't believe I was ever disturbed by it the first time I saw it, you know, because I'm so used to my eyes now. Just
Yeah.
when he comes in, it's like a family reunion. It's like my eyes.
Yeah, it's so good to see you. Give
Well,
him a
yes.
hug.
Yeah. Well, I don't ever touch him, but yes.
Yeah.
You don't touch him.
No.
There is a.
He's got homeless man come on him.
Oh, right.
Everybody on the subway.
His donkey skin.
Yeah.
I had a first today. Saw a hobo blowjo.
What? I fucking told you guys. I told you guys that when we were in Chicago, homeless dudes blow each other all the time.
I saw my first hobo blowjo.
Yeah.
Where was it?
It was in Bedford area. It was like over by the water where like the
Are you sure
restaurants
it wasn't
were.
just hipsters?
No. It was
Crust
hobo
punks?
blowjo.
Yeah?
And then I keep thinking it's like, let's make a reality show, hobo blowjo, because I was so fascinated. In fact, there was a man across the street from them
Marcus,
eating
don't
his
Google homeless
lunch.
blowjob.
No, I want to show you guys. I want to prove.
He was eating his
I've
lunch,
seen
staring at them because it was such a sight.
Yeah.
because
He was
it
doing a good job?
So upsetting. No, he wasn't doing a good job. And I just
Yeah, the
had
house
to
he was doing
look. How do you not look?
Well, you just gotta turn your neck and look away.
It was the
Yeah.
middle of the day.
Well, then you gotta
Yeah,
look.
don't you ever like leer at someone you're attracted to? You
got
You
to.
just do that.
I was
wonder.
attracted-
Okay, so
You know, you give them one of these like side of the eye. You know.
one of the guys was on his knees, visibly sucking off the other one, or were they lying down?
No,
or-
all right. So they were like, one of them was leaned up, sitting down in a doorway. Face out to the street. The other one was pumping up and down, like in between. But in my head, I mean, you could see the dick, you could see his balls are out, but they didn't take the clothes off. But like, what was the transaction? Is it $5? Is it a pull of whiskey?
No. It's you do me, I do you.
Is that all it is?
I think that's all it is. Yeah.
And then you just get off and everything great.
Kind of like a
Sometimes there
blowjob.
might
Yeah,
be
everything's
for
great. You go back to being a homeless guy who just got
person.
blown on the street.
Well, it's much better than one who didn't.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a thing that you get to do that day.
I'm going to think about it for days, though.
Right.
Now it is in my brain.
Were you aroused at all?
No, not at all.
Were you,
Not even the passion of it.
No, there was no passion. I think that's what upset. It was like more. It was
more like
laborious.
Passion of the Christ.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was that penetration of the
washing
Christ
someone's
guy.
feet.
Yeah, it was just like him, just like ugh, like it was grunting
Grunting.
and not good grunting.
Oh, he wasn't like.
It was exactly. It was phlegmy, guttural sounds.
We've all been there.
So, yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yep.
You're sick. You're giving a blowjob. You can't breathe out of your nose. You're
Sure.
trying to breathe out of your
Absol-
mouth as you give a fucking suck
Absolutely.
off. But it was straight up upsetting. But good for them. I'm glad.
Sure.
In the city of sin.
I've never
can
seen
New
find-
a
York.
hobo
New York
blowjob.
is not the city of sin.
Yeah, isn't that
Yeah,
Vegas?
it's Vegas,
Vegas.
I believe.
That street was the city of sin.
The street of sin.
the neighborhood of sin.
Neighborhood of sin.
corner.
Corner of sin.
More the
Very
doorway, I
Dickensian.
guess. Yeah, the crotch of sin.
I've seen
Yeah.
a couple hobo J-offs.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
Seen
Oh yeah.
those.
Yeah, that's a
Seen
time
two
honored
of them.
tradition.
That's
Yeah.
like first week in New York.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
really, honestly, I feel like there's something. I saw some of the worst shit ever, like my first couple weeks in New York. I
Yeah.
think you just train yourself not to see it.
Yeah, I guess
It's
so.
just always happening
right?
around you.
because it seems like everybody's first couple weeks is always they all have crazy stories. And
It was
after
the
that,
sound, though. The sound is what attracted me. The sound.
what was the sound like, Jack?
Zombie attack.
like strangling a frog.
Yeah,
that-
yeah, and it was just because it was like by warehouses and it was so quiet around there. It's all you could hear.
Oh,
as
it's just
you
bouncing
walked.
off the walls.
Yeah, and it was just I didn't know what it was to a point that I just like had to look around to find out what it was.
What were
'Cause I
you-
also was worried that a woman was getting strangled.
Right.
Like in part of me, I was just like, is someone dying?
Always
do I
thinking
have
about
to
that.
like? Do I have to go like beat the shit out of
Now,
somebody?
would you have had a different reaction had you seen a woman getting strangled, or would you have just sort of stared in awe?
I mean, I probably would be crying for the next 2 weeks, but I would at least attack the man. Yes.
Oh, good, yeah.
Yeah.
there we go.
What would you do? How would you attack him? Throw rocks or something?
No, just go over. I mean, I have weapons in my purse. I got my little like stabby things, and I would probably just try and jab him in the
Now
neck.
you guys slap him in the butt and then hit him in the nuts.
Slap him in go for the
Slap
eyes.
him in the butt and
Yeah.
hit him in the nuts.
That's
A slapjack would be good for you, Jackie.
It's a slapjack.
Oh, it's this
Like a flapjack?
A flapjack? Is that what it's kind
No,
of?
that's pancakes.
It's pancakes.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's homeless people blowing. It
That's
looks
not
like
a
Robert
slapjack,
Durst
it's
and
Yeah.
yeah, kind of looks like a
Yeah,
Jesus
that's Anno. Thank you, Anno, for giving me the picture of two homeless dudes blowing each other.
Hobo blowjob.
I gotta say, the guy getting blown doesn't look like he's giving consent.
Yeah,
I
he
think
looks
it's,
passed
Yeah,
out.
that's the number one issue with the picture.
Yeah. That's my number one issue. I guess I'm just sex positive. I don't know, you guys.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Good for
Slapjack
you.
is a piece of leather with lead inside.
I want that.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was like you slap a guy and then jerk him off.
Yeah. Slap and jack. That's a slap and jack.
Give him the old
jack.
slap. Give him the old slap jack.
Slap and
slap
jack.
and jack.
Or
slap him while you're jerking him off.
I mean,
It's
that
a really
could-
angry handy.
All right, there's a bunch of different things that we could talk about. Marcus, what is it? So we were in Russia.
Let's go to
And-
Ireland.
Let's go to Ireland.
Yeah. Disgraced Irish entertainer Rolf Harris has been passing time in prison by making didgeridoos out of toilet rolls. The disgraced entertainer, who was jailed for indecent assault against 4 girls, has been reportedly crafting his version of the Aboriginal instrument with cardboard tubes and matches. And although the guards continually confiscate them, the 85-year-old keeps collecting the rolls so he can play the makeshift instrument in his prison cell. A source told the newspaper he joins the tubes together with matchsticks. It's driving everyone mad.
Because
love it.
didgeridoos are absolutely annoying.
But you would think if you were a prisoner, you would want some music in your life. I mean, that's the sound. It's such an hellacious sound that it's driving people who are already in a hellacious situation to live a worse hell.
Yeah.
I
And Irish people can't sing unless they're hammered.
That's a good point, but they're drunk in jail.
No way.
Oh, they have to be.
They have to be, right?
Totally.
Bruno?
Toilet
Think of Bruno?
hooch.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy, Rolf Harris, he wrote a song. He had a hit in Australia, the UK, and the US with a song called Tie Me Kangaroo Down, Sport.
Yeah, I remember that song.
You know that song?
Yeah, tie me kangaroo down, sport.
Tie me kangaroo
down. Down, 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 kangaroo down.
That's pretty much right.
He was a winner and he loved to eat his dinner, but then he was molested by 14 pirates then. 14 pirates then.
It was so much easier to have a hit in the 60s, It was really whatever you
Just say
sang.
words,
Where was this guy during In the Name of the Father? It really would have spunked that movie up.
Spunk the movie up.
Spunk is the word.
What's in the name of the Father?
You ever seen that?
Oh, it seems like a totally random reference.
No,
Man.
it's so good.
Oh my God, no, Daniel Day-Lewis. So
DL.
So
Yeah.
good.
What's it about?
it's about
a guy with two
jail,
left feet.
Irish jail.
Is Daniel Day-Lewis Australian or Irish?
Irish, right?
I think he's a man without a country at this point.
I think
he's
you're
kind
right.
of like an empty
He's a
vessel.
cobbler.
Well, at some point you
Until-
become so successful and so talented that, yes, no national
What's his
bounds.
name? Sergio Higante. What's the guy? He can play anything. He's a bad guy. He makes action movies.
Sergio Gigante.
That is not his name. Everyone knows
Gigantic
who this man
Sergio.
is.
You're talking about Danny Trejo?
No,
Danny
no, he
Trejo?
can play he plays Alaskan, he plays Mexican, he plays he's a big action star. Never
Pequeño
mind.
Danny?
Yeah, Pequeño Danny. That's who I'm talking
Antonio
about.
Banderas.
Something with an
Exactly. I mean, I did find a guy on Twitter named Sergio Gigante.
Hey, he's
gotta be
everybody.
him.
He's got one follower.
That guy could play anybody, man.
followers.
Look at that guy.
Sergio Gigante.
Man, 3
him.
followers. That is brutal.
Not bad, but he's only following one, so it's actually quite a good.
Yeah, I guess that's a good ratio. As long as you're
3 times as many followers.
Yeah.
That's all you
You
want.
don't like watching old Irish movies?
No,
They're really
I don't like
sad.
watching
They're
new
great.
Irish movies. I don't like watching old, new, future Irish movies. I stay away from Irish movies
What's
in
the
general.
problem with the
Why?
Irish?
They're brutal. I love it.
Yep. Okay, I saw that movie.
Was it
Name of
good,
the Father?
Marcus?
Yeah, I saw The Name of the Father.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, it's too Irish.
It's too Irish.
It's great.
I just can't get it.
Yeah, it's way too. It's like, oh, I'm Irish.
That's
Everything's
right.
sad, but let's make everything kind of cute.
Yeah, they're just constantly killing Catholics.
Oh
and
no, wait,
Protestants.
no.
cute?
I'm
It's not
thinking of
cute.
a. I'm thinking of a totally different
Yeah, I
Irish
was like, it's
movie
not cute
with
at
something
all.
with the father in it. Yeah. Came out a couple years
Where's
ago.
my- dude,
with that
where's my
big
father?
red-faced guy that was in Gangs of New York,
Oh, yeah.
The Crucible or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lighthearted movie.
I can't deal with the Irish movies. The accent starts to
the
drive
field
me
man.
nuts.
Check that fucker out. That's a sad bastard.
Yeah.
Tom Berenger.
Okay. I'll check it out.
Yeah, Tatar Tate about the cartoon race car.
What?
God.
The hell is that?
Fucking,
I may or may not be on edibles, all right?
I'm gonna
Good
nail you
God.
to the ground.
I don't want to be here anymore.
All right. Now it's time for a segment. No.
No, it's not, is it?
No, it's not.
We could do it early and then go back to the show.
You want to do it
Is
early?
that a rule?
No, we always talk about it. We can't do it.
Can't
No.
change it.
Well, Marcus won't allow us.
No.
So
No,
He's
no,
the
I gotta
gatekeeper.
say-
Stickler,
For some
man.
reason,
Look at
he
him.
lets the PlayStation shoutouts continue.
That I can't stop.
No, you got 6 of them, Eddie. Ed cut his hair, and I'm devastated.
Yeah, I think it looks great.
Thank you, Nate.
I like a
Fuck
high.
you, Ben.
Like a high
No, I
tight.
said I'm devastated.
It is a great haircut.
Right.
I mean, you're not Jesus Christ anymore.
Go see Bronwyn Carl for all your haircut needs.
I won't.
I will not do that. I already got a guy.
Yeah, I already got a guy.
Yeah, everybody's got a guy. We're all our 30s.
We're all good. I got
Everybody's
these
got a guy.
Polish people around the corner from me. They have a barber.
I got a
shop.
Creole gentleman.
Oh,
cut my
yeah?
hair.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it? It must be very difficult to understand him.
Does he have stinky hands?
No, he's like he's like he speaks a lot of languages. He's
Yeah, they're extremely smart.
yeah. He's got.
Oh, yeah.
He's like covered in tattoos. You know.
Ooh, who is this man? Is he young?
He's married. I'm sorry.
Oh, I mean,
Got a
doesn't
wife and
stop
kid.
me.
That's true.
Fine.
Yeah,
I
true, it
love.
might
I'm
not.
ready to be a mother.
Right.
That's the thing.
I'm ready to wreck this home.
Yeah, let's do it.
At least Hobo Blowjo.
Creole man.
Yeah, so the didgeridoo, the person was in
She
Irish
doesn't
prison.
get shit for that. I get shit for the cartoon race car. What's going
said
on
Creole
here?
man. That's fine. I didn't go
Creole a lot
further. I
quicker.
didn't go further. I wanted to, and I didn't.
It's hard today. You know what?
I don't get it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I made up a movie about a cartoon race car.
See, no one was following.
That
me.
exists. Cars.
Yeah.
And then Cars 2.
Cars.
I need
Also,
to
there's
see
a
that.
cartoon race car in Roger Rabbit.
That would be the
yeah.
Love Bug, not
No,
a
he's a
cartoon,
taxi.
but was a race car.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Taxi, man.
Taxi.
Who from
You're
Roger
right.
Rabbit? Is a
I
good
love
movie.
Roger
Man,
Rabbit.
what a movie.
All right. So the didgeridoo guy, he's staying in prison, and he's gonna continue playing
How
in
does
toilet
he
paper
use the
rolls.
matchsticks?
I don't know
I would
exactly how
imagine he
puts it
pokes them
together.
through to connect.
Oh,
you
to make
like,
the sound to come out through
They
the.
got to wiggle.
Yeah.
Yeah. In 2014, Harris was said to have carved a wooden didgeridoo from materials he found in the jail garden at his former prison. It reportedly took a month for him to create the instrument, which was about 3 feet long and has been decorated on the outside with figures and images, but it was later confiscated by guards.
I mean, you
And
know
then they
what?
beat him with it.
What else are they supposed to do in there? I feel like the guard should let him have the didgeridoo. He can play it quietly.
No, you can't.
You can't.
No, you can't. Okay.
No, but the guards should let him have it because that seems like something that would take care of itself, right? If all
you
the
get
other
murdered.
inmates hate
Sure.
this thing,
Lord knows the Irish love to kill each other.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, why don't they just kill each other? You know? Just kill this guy.
Australian, though,
I just
right?
don't. I cannot imagine being in prison and having the sound of the didgeridoo be the worst part of my day. I think at some point, wouldn't you just adapt your ears and start to like the melodic melodies of the terrible
I don't
shitty
know.
sound?
I feel like eventually it would make me have to shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Well, that's
it would,
a good
it would
thing.
coax that out of you.
Yeah,
for
but that's
sure.
not bad. You're in prison. What else do you got to do? If I got
Beat
to
him with
poop
a
3
barbell.
hours a day when I was in prison, I'd be thrilled.
3 hours a day?
3 hours a day,
But you're
dumping.
not constantly shitting. If you're 3 hours dumping, then you're going through a lot of pain all throughout.
Oh, I don't think so. I ate 8 Domino's pizzas this week.
Yeah, you're not
and
getting
I
that
am
in
loving
prison.
life.
You're not getting 8 Domino's pizzas in prison.
Well,
8-time Tony? That's not happening.
all right, good point.
Yeah, you're getting mush.
I'm just saying, I feel like I could make up a jig to the didgeridoo. I could do something with the didgeridoo that would
Can't
make.
make up a jig. It just doesn't have a beat.
Why is it a musical instrument?
Yeah,
then?
I
not
think
really
it's
a
not.
musical
I don't think. I
instrument,
think
it
it
is.
is. I think,
No one
I think you
is.
could debate that whether or not this is actually an instrument.
No,
It's
it
more-
is by definition. The didgeridoo is a musical instrument. No one seems to like the sound it
I mean,
creates.
it's more of a
but
spiritual thing. It's more about the person blowing into it than it is for the person
Yeah,
hearing
because
it.
you start to meditate.
Yeah, it's almost
Yes.
like incense.
I know how to
right?
do it.
It's
I
like
know
a-
how to didgeridoo.
It's a musical
Holy
version
shit.
of incense.
Yeah, no,
right?
it's Aboriginal music. It's Australian Aboriginal music.
It's
that's
music.
That's what their music
Look, this is what happens. You
Yeah,
blow
but
into the
like
thing.
someone gave him a guitar and they threw out the didgeridoo.
they didn't throw out the didgeridoo. This guy made it out of toilet tissue.
1,500 years the didgeridoo's been around.
So that's what I'm saying. So why have we decided all of a sudden the sound is so repulsive? It was obviously
Have you-
loved by millions.
Have you heard one?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I mean they're terrible.
it's also known as the drone pipe.
Right.
I like the drone pipe.
The drone pipe is a better name and more accurately
It's
describes
accurate.
what
Great
it
if there
is.
was like an actual drone pipe
Right.
full of weed that was just like people would fly around.
just
to
comes to
smoke.
your
yeah,
face.
Yeah, like is that get some nerd to fucking
Yeah.
drive
Work
that
on it,
down.
Amazon.
The what?
Amazon should work on that because they
They'll
do the
work
drone
on it.
deliveries of packages, so they could start doing drone deliveries for weed.
I just feel like the didgeridoo has had a terrible rap ever since I've heard about it, and somebody must like it somewhere, and I think it's bad that this man's being punished for
I've been
artistic...
trying to explain this. It's for the person blowing into it, because what you do is you get that circular breathing going, and you're blowing. You get high. You get high from the oxygen that you're using up and stuff. It's very spiritual. So it's also, not only is it just a single tone that's very just entrancing, but you're also just depriving your brain of oxygen after a while, and you start to kind of see God and stuff.
The
man.
drong. A drone bong.
There you go.
Drong.
That'd be fun.
The
Take a
Amazon
drong.
drong.
Yeah, that'd be wonderful.
I
You gotta
agree.
condone the drong if it happens.
Condone it?
Yeah.
Condone the drone.
I'll condone the drong.
Thank you.
Sure.
Oh man, then you
Bizarre.
get your own. You can name it. You call it Kim Drong Il.
That's a good one.
Yeah, but that one always crashes.
Kim Jong Bong. Kim Jong Bong.
You know, Kim Jong-il is starting a new...
Kim Jong-un.
Or Kim Jong-un, excuse me. He's starting a new contest in North Korea to find a husband for his sister.
Oh, isn't that exciting? No way a bunch of people are going to die during that process.
Contest.
Wow.
I thought it was all about it's like she needs to marry into money.
No. It's a
They
contest.
have all the money. How are you going to marry into money in North Korea? You could maybe marry into a protein bar.
You can marry into rice.
Yeah,
yeah,
maybe.
Pretty much it.
No, it should be like feats of strength and like, a
Don't
fight
they
to the
eat their
death.
children
Feats
there?
of strength,
Yeah.
and them being able to, like, smash a grape with their palm or
Or
something.
make a bomb.
Yeah.
Make a bomb.
Make a bomb.
Yeah, you can make a bomb, you can win the hand of
There you
this
go.
lovely lady.
Make a
This
bomb and
lovely-
win the
this
hand.
fair maiden.
God, that is a terrifying idea. A North Korean reality show sponsored by Kim Jong-un himself to wed his sister. Oh, my. I would never want to do
Who would
that.
the judges be, Ben?
Oh, my God.
Dennis Rodman.
Oh, that would be amazing. Dennis Rodman would be an incredible judge.
Dennis
Shoulda route.
Rodman.
Absolutely.
I want to say like an ex-beauty pageant star or
So Vanessa Williams.
Vanessa Williams.
She would be. They would have to be washed up, but still famous in North Korea.
right, exactly.
So yeah, Vanessa Williams, Dennis Rodman,
and probably like Godzilla or something they think is real.
sure, Godzilla.
You know?
I was thinking maybe Sean Young.
The Last Unicorn.
The Last Unicorn.
Sean Young.
Sean Young, the
Young
woman who
would be
wanted to be
good.
Batgirl so bad she
Sean Young would be
she
good.
got blacklisted from Hollywood.
Oh, what's this?
Sean Young, she wanted to be 1991's Batman, and it went to Michelle Pfeiffer. She went on, I believe it was the Oprah show, dressed as Catwoman and petitioned the director on national television. She got blacklisted shortly after for being completely mentally incompetent.
She had a few things, wasn't
Oh,
there?
yeah,
Wasn't there a
massive
couple-
problems, massive
There was a
problems.
couple Am I thinking of someone else?
No,
Somebody-
she was the one who went
because
nuts.
somebody also stalked James Woods, but I think that's someone else.
Wow, this woman is still at it. In April of this year, she again
Sean
mentioned
Young?
Sean Young. She's like, "Yeah, I'd love to play Catwoman." Still,
She's got to be
my
55
God.
years old.
Yeah.
Michelle Pfeiffer was so hot as
So good.
So good.
My God, that is really holds up too. I was looking at that recently.
I had the
She's
Michelle.
unbelievable.
She was
had-
like crazy. She bit him.
Oh, she was so
yeah.
perfect. I had the Catwoman doll. It was such a hot figurine. She was very curvy, and she had a
jerked
whip.
off to that?
Did you rub your hog off to that?
Hey, I
queen
don't.
cat.
I don't recall not.
Hey,
I don't recall a time when I didn't do that.
Yeah,
Nothing
no.
makes me bone up harder than leather tits.
Plastic ones, I guess.
leather
It's so
tits.
difficult because Halle Berry looked really hot, but the movie was so awful.
it is.
So
That's
bad.
Michelle
Hallie's
Pfeiffer
fault.
was much hotter.
Was hotter,
Oh,
but
yeah.
she still looked good in that leather fucking suit.
Halle Berry's overrated.
She's from Wisconsin.
Wow.
Halle Berry?
Yep, not a lot of people know that. She's from outside of Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
They got black people in Wisconsin?
They have Halle Berry.
yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer killed almost nothing but black dudes.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dwindled the population by half. It's kind of sad. But my God. Yeah, Sean Young, terrible, huh?
Yeah, no, absolutely awful. But take a look at Kim Jong-un's sister. Bit of a skeleton head.
Wow. Oh, yeah. She's fine. She just has
It's
a
the
big
nose.
forehead.
It's the nose that makes her look like a skeleton.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. She has a fucked up skeleton
She's
nose.
not bad though. She's not all she looks like she's in shape and stuff.
how do we vie for the second season of this show to be Henry siphoning me off with the same judges though? But I would have all new different games
Doug
they
has
have
to be one of
play.
the judges though.
Yeah, Doug has to be one
Oh
of the
my
judges. But it's all about like how great you can cook meat and how high you can jump, even though it doesn't make it. I don't give a fuck about
What's
how
your
high you
final
can jump.
obstacle course to be your husband?
I would say the final obstacle course. Oh man, it's
We know
probably
where it ends.
It's probably
Oh, my goodness. Yikes.
no, it's gonna be a car wash.
What's the spoon
car wash
for?
thing.
You don't want to to know.
It's a car wash, but
Yeah.
they're the car?
They're the car, and I'm riding on them while they go through it. So they have to get through the whole thing.
And they got to keep you as dry as possible.
as dry as possible because I am the effervescent.
Yes.
I am the #1 princess atop their hind mountain.
Nay,
And
a queen.
Yes, I would
I
say.
just slap a garbage bag around you.
You can't.
Eddie, that's not appropriate.
It's a rule.
You would lose the competition.
You would definitely lose because she's
She'd
got
be
to.
dry as a goddamn bone.
She's got to look the part though at the
Yeah.
same
I have to
time,
look
Eddie.
good.
Hey, she can't be in a garbage bag
So
on
put it
national
in a clear
television.
It would
one.
have to be fitted, like a fitted garbage
You could
bag.
exactly.
Like
You
a
could
fitted-
fashion
That's a
a
poncho.
garbage
a
bag.
tailored garbage
Designer
bag.
Yes.
garbage bag.
Yeah.
Designer garbage bag.
Yeah.
It's a poncho.
That's pretty much a poncho.
Eddie, you just said you're going to put her in a poncho.
Designer.
No, ponchos have holes.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is gonna be form fitting. It will
I
kill
see.
her.
All right, I got it. It's fine. Okay, good.
Wrap her in a tarp, maybe.
Could do
See,
that.
that sounds like fun, and I could pretend I'm a human slip and slide.
Roll
Yeah.
out the red carpet.
Yeah, that's right. And we wait for it to rain, then we roll you out.
Yeah.
Baseball field.
The blue carpet.
Well, back to this North Korea story. The candidates must be, if you're going to compete for the affections of Miss Kim Yo-young, you must be at least 5'10". You must have
5'10"?
In
at
Korea?
least- yeah.
Honestly, North Korea, the average height I think is like 5'4".
Yeah,
Good for her. She's shooting large.
Wow.
She's in charge.
I don't think she is in charge.
I think she's
No,
not in
at all.
charge.
She's not in
She's
charge
not in
at all.
charge.
I'm not convinced
I think
she
no one has been less in charge than,
Yeah.
than
I am-
Kim Jong-un's sister.
Well,
No, she's head of propaganda.
Oh, yeah?
yeah, she's got some. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's got some clout.
she's in charge of propaganda as well as promotions and appointments for Kim Jong-un. And you'll love this. She is also said to have played a part in the friendship between her brother and Dennis Rodman.
Well, that makes her unmurderable, for sure.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
She's the one that set up the
this is the
play
guy
date.
who killed his uncle, right?
Maybe that's why she likes
Yeah,
tall men.
Could be. Could be that's why Dennis Rodman can't come back to North Korea.
No, that's not why. Dennis Rodman can't go back to North
Den-
Korea because he got so drunk in the hotel he vomited and shat all over
Yep.
the walls, and Kim Jong Un was embarrassed
Yep.
to be
But
friends with him.
maybe he also fucked
Banged
his
his
sister.
sister.
No, I
Maybe he
guarantee you.
banged his sister, man.
I do not think Dennis Rodman had sex with Kim Jong Un's sister.
Were there
I think
pictures
he-
of the shit and piss on the or the shit and the vomit on the
I
walls?
don't recall seeing any pictures. I think that was just the story.
Sounds like someone was jealous that someone was banging his
Bang,
sister.
bang.
Watch Dennis Rodman's Big Bang and Pyongyang, and I think you'll understand why he'll never go back to North
that
Korea.
documentary.
So drunk the entire time,
Hammered.
just a broken, shattered man.
I mean, he's
And
still
just-
drunk now.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, he's in the revolving door of just constantly full of shame,
Rehab
so he
and
has
then-
to get drunk.
The
on top.
worm.
I love the worm.
Oh,
Dennis
God.
Rodman is one of the most. I really wish he didn't have the alcohol problem because I think he's one of the funniest people on earth.
Yeah.
And
He's so
phenom-
charming.
He was a phenomenal basketball player.
He was an
Oh,
incredible
yeah.
basketball
So
player.
good, so good.
Very good at rebounding, right?
Great.
You got it, buddy.
Yeah.
That's right.
Look at you.
He would jump out of bounds to get the
wow.
ball, and everyone knew he was gay, but no one said it.
And
He wore
I'm
a
cool.
dress.
He married himself.
Then he fucked Madonna, so...
I don't think
Bunch.
he. I don't think he's. I think he's
Oh, he is
like
gay.
above. He's like outside of sexuality.
He's gay.
He's not
Yeah.
Prince. He's not the symbol formerly known as Dennis Rodman.
He.
No,
I mean, he
is
had
gay.
quite a run.
My brother, he hangs out in Miami a lot in the nightclubs there. My brother knows the tall gay scene, and Dennis Rodman's all over it.
The tall gays?
Yeah, constantly.
Maybe he's down for both.
Yeah,
I think that he is down. I think he is
would-
literally down for anyone that he can hold for a night.
Yeah.
That's
Great.
what I'm saying. Like outside of sexuality, you know.
Yes.
I think it's great. I think that's great.
I think it's wonderful. I mean,
Great.
I think it leads to a life of sadness and overall, loneliness. But
No, he seems fine.
he's not fine. He's a raging alcoholic who got kicked out of North
He's
Korea.
got lots of problems.
Well, in January, he participated in the, let's see what it's called here, the Wing Bowl.
He
And-
ate chicken wings?
He ate a bunch of chicken wings.
Dennis
at
Rodman
the Body Wing Bowl eating contest in Philadelphia, in which it is a chicken wing competition in which the participants are flanked by scantily clad women at all times.
Kissel, you gotta fucking get in on this.
Should I be one of the scantily clad women?
I've never seen a human being, though,
Yeah.
in all sincerity, eat the hottest wings I've ever known with such a ferocity. I mean,
12
died.
Superku wings in about
I
2
thought you were
minutes. I
gonna
beat
die.
Tim Dean, a friend of ours who
Did-
has now moved away.
did not have to go to the hospital.
Did not, should
Yeah,
have.
but you remember, I remember we were all getting wasted
Yes.
afterwards, and
Laughing.
you just kept going to the bathroom and you'd be like coming out covered in sweat.
Oh, yeah.
It was either coming out one end or coming out the other end. You're just like, I've never seen you that white. as
My
a
girlfriend at the
ghost.
time was miserable the whole night.
He
So mad
never
at you.
stopped
So mad.
drinking beer, and that is the sign of a true leader.
Also an idiot.
Yes.
sign of it. You're not supposed to have that kind of acidic
Not at all.
beverage after you have such a hot sauce.
It was
no,
it was
not supposed to.
intense.
Milk is supposed to be
or
good.
milk.
Or like
Yes.
Bailey's would have been good.
But
if you're
the
trying to
thing
get
is,
drunk.
the sad thing is, I got no respect for it whatsoever, and the video evidence was erased. So, like Dennis Rodman in North Korea, no one will know what I truly did.
And then the Man versus Food went in there.
Adam Richman, that piece of shit.
Yeah, and he ate
Like-
less wings than you, and he called himself.
And he
Like,
didn't
he ate-
eat the seppuku wings.
he
He
ate
ate the
suicide
suicide
wings.
wings, which are not as hot, and that is where the whole fucking thing's a fallacy.
Well, the whole thing, it's like, can we have an eating competition that doesn't have to have a dude from Yale in it?
Yeah,
like that guy,
right?
that dude went to like an Ivy League college. Like,
This is
get
a
out
true
of here.
story.
That's not your
This
lane,
is a
man.
true story about Adam Richman. I know someone who went to theater school with him. He fell asleep on stage during a performance. He was supposed to be on stage the entire play, and his character would perform towards the end. He fell asleep, missed his mark, and people mocked him for years.
Wonderful.
So anyway, that's Adam Richman.
Well, maybe this guy should be doing food competitions then.
Yeah, I
take
think
that
that's
back.
all he's got.
Actually, that's all right.
And massive heart problems now.
Great.
Yeah, this is how Wing Bowl 24 went for Dennis Rodman. This is from CBS Philly. They wrote, Dennis Rodman said he got in at 4 in the morning from Las Vegas, and it showed. The Hall of Famer's eyes were half-masked. He spoke in a hushed tone as if anything excessively loud would crack his head, which must have felt like eggshells. He looked tired, worn out. Though something happened when he walked out to the Wells Fargo Arena floor Friday morning as the celebrity guest for Wing Bowl 24 that had the impact of a 12-megaton alarm clock. His eyes lit up. Rodman, his 15 minutes of fame stretched beyond belief, has been to his share of strange worlds in his amazing and sometimes turbulent NBA career. However, he's never been to anything as bizarre as Wing Bowl.
There's no way that's the weirdest thing he's ever done.
No.
I think it might, honestly, the way that they wrote that up, the
is a
Hunter S.
literal
Thompson.
impossibility.
The Hunter S. Thompson of Wing Bowl? I mean, who the hell did this? Is the campaign, Fear and Loathing on the Campaign Trail, Wing Bowl? Jesus, the drama of the writing.
I can't even find out what's going on with what Wing Bowl is. What happens at Wing Bowl?
Eat wings at Wing Bowl. What else
How
you
many
think?
did he eat?
Wait, you fly at Wing Bowl? You eat wings.
Well, I don't know. You could
But
fly
why
Wing
are
Bowl.
they saying it's so bizarre and so weird? It seems like it's just in Philly,
Hot
it's not even the
girls.
weirdest thing that goes on in Philly.
Hot girls massage you while you eat wings.
Yeah, Philly's fucking weird.
Ew, why would you want to be massaged while you're eating a bunch of fucking wings? It's like, don't touch me.
Always massaged.
While you're
I've
eating?
never had a massage.
I haven't either. I haven't either. I'm with you.
They're only
Get you
$20
some.
in Chinatown.
Get
I'm
you
so
some.
uncomfortable with a massage. It's
I'd
ridiculous.
rather
So
not.
uncomfortable.
I'd rather
Really?
just like not. Yeah.
Even a lady? Even your lady?
I would prefer a big, strong dude who could really get in there.
It felt
Yeah.
a little weird for me, too.
What about wait, Nate? So why don't you like it?
I don't know. I just don't.
You don't like
Skin on
hands
skin
on you?
contact.
I know. I like skin to skin contact. I just like something about it just seems weird. Like I'm supposed to like how good am I supposed to feel? And also it's like what if it's
You moan too much, now
like
it's a felony.
like what if they're like I don't know what to tell them to do. So like what if
so
they
your
just
body just feels good all the time?
no? Of course, no, of course not.
Your shoulder ever hurt?
Yeah.
You tell them to fucking go after the shoulder.
We're going to go to the doctor for that.
Yeah, they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Go to Chinatown for $20.
That's not a doctor.
Yeah, but your shoulder's fine.
All Chinese people are doctors. Let's get that out of the way right now.
All
That's
right,
okay, Ben.
good.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Couple
happy we
rules.
settled that.
Well, this is what Dennis Rodman said about the Wing Bowl. The question they asked him, they said, "What are you doing here?"
I'm going to ask that
bet he
question
gets
so many times.
Say the same thing.
How many times a day do you think Dennis Rodman hears? Wait,
Probably what wakes him up every day.
Why are you in this baby
What are you doing
changing
here?
room? Why are you? Yeah.
He said, "I have no idea. They found me up in the graveyard and said, come up here and join us. A lot of people don't see me too much these days. I'm down in Miami, South Beach, or whatever, hanging out, trying to live life. I thought this was something like the hot dog contest,
Wait,
right? It's a wing contest, and who can eat that much wings, especially at 7 in the morning? I can't take down no wings, man.
Whoa.
Wait,
I've had my
hold on. What was he doing at a cemetery
Don't
before
ask.
7 in the morning?
Actually, we have to edit that out. We don't even ask. We don't even ask. We don't ask why Dennis Rodman's at a cemetery.
Dennis Rodman at a cemetery at like 6 a.m.
People
What's
go
he
to
doing?
cemeteries to think. Marcus, true or false?
Absolutely true. I used to spend a lot of time in cemeteries.
Yeah, and to talk to ghosts.
But who scheduled this goddamn thing for 7 a.m.?
I mean, well, it's a morning
That-
zoo thing. Yeah, it's a whole
Now
morning
it makes
zoo
more
thing.
sense.
Yeah. And
So the mornings it was just hanging out at the cemetery.
Yeah.
Just
yeah, and this whole
Dr.
thing.
Bomb and the Gator.
This whole thing is one continual stream of consciousness. He said, I can't take down no wings, man. I've had my share of women, over 2,000. But damn, that's kind of cool, right? I like wings every once in a while. At 4 or 5 in the morning when I'm hungover. This is nuts, man. People tailgating at 3, 4 in the morning. I've been to some tailgating. These guys are already lit up. I'm going to get my helmet on, put my mouthpiece on, and suck it up, baby. I'll take this in for a minute.
What do you put a mouthpiece on?
Okay.
What's he
I think
doing
it was
with a
an
mouthpiece?
analogy. He's ready to play.
Yeah, he's ready to play.
Put your helmet on,
It's a
it's a
weird
football
analogy
thing.
because he plays basketball.
But
Yeah.
maybe
Not football, but okay.
2,000 women?
He throws that into everything he says.
Is
Oh
that
man,
obviously?
I don't know why I'm at this airplane convention. I've been with 2,000 women. I want to fly some airplanes right now.
You know, ever since Will Chamberlain claimed to have slept with
100.
20,000.
Was it
I thought it was
20,000?
20? It was 20. I
thought
heard
it was
20,000
100,000.
women. 100,000. No way.
Marcus?
100,000 what?
Women Wilt Chamberlain
I
claimed to
believe-
sleep
I think
with.
10,000. I'm saying 10,000.
I'm going 20. I'm sticking with 20.
I want to go 100.
20,000.
20,000.
Yeah, he claims
Wow.
20,000. Yeah.
So I think ever since that, other NBA players who have been,
So they throw that number around.
Yeah, but then 2,000 is much smaller. I don't think that 20,000 number is appropriate.
Well, it's like Will Chamberlain at the time was much like the competition on the court. They'd never seen anybody like him. Dennis
Yeah.
Rodman came around in the 90s. I mean, Scottie Pippen has a legendary hog.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
Scottie, yeah, absolutely.
A big one,
about
huh?
that.
Yeah,
Yep.
they were teammates, so they were fighting for women.
I don't think they were
For a
fighting
little
for
while.
him.
Well, they were
He was the Pistons forever.
he was on the Pistons. Yeah, he
Look
was
at the
great.
3 championships. He's got 5 championships.
5
This guy.
championships.
He
5-time
went
NBA
back-to-back.
champion
Dennis
Dennis Rodman. Yeah,
That's
2 with the
awesome.
And
Pistons, 3 with the Bulls.
and his numbers retired to the Pistons.
And it should be with the Bulls, number 91.
All right, so for Wilt Chamberlain to have slept with 20,000 women, and if he lost his virginity at the age of 15, and then claimed that he slept with 20,000 women at the age of 55,
Okay.
then that means that he would have had to sleep with 500 women every year for 40 years, 1.4 women a day.
No way.
It
No
seems
way.
it seems difficult to do,
Difficult.
especially on road trips. I would say.
Well, just how do you find the
He
time
was
in
just
the day?
taking down a
orgy.
stewardess every flight.
Yeah.
I think
you know?
that he put into. I think he counted women that were there because I think he did a lot
Right.
of orgies and things like that. Everyone was in the 70s.
You know what I think he did? I think he didn't count, and he just said a number in an interview.
Can you just count?
Oh, that's possible.
I think that might have been,
Yeah, it was
or in the book, or
can
in the
you
book.
just count the people who are in the room when you have sex?
Well, that's what I think he did.
Is that-
Also, if you're at an orgy with 100 people and you're just like, oh, so that I know I'm going to write a book about this. Just quick dick each one, just dick once
Yeah,
in
let
each
me grab
one.
a tin here.
Yeah.
Let me go down on this one.
That's
let
a
me do
good
this.
point. So if he just once a month did a 50-person orgy, poked in each
Put a
one, then
dick
boom,
once-
you have your
one scoop,
quota.
one scoop a lady.
One scoop of lady.
Yeah, it's like you try all the ice cream.
I had my 10th birthday party at Will Chamberlain's.
Did you fuck 20 girls?
No.
Well, then you're not on
but
pace.
Will Chamberlain showed us all his cock.
Isn't that exciting?
That's kind
Will
of fun.
Chamberlain.
The Big
What-
Dipper,
what's-
man.
What's
He was something
in a
else.
restaurant?
It was like a sports bar with an arcade.
Oh, I
It
didn't
was
know
right
that.
across the street from Pete Rose's, which was exactly the same thing.
Wow,
Man,
All
those
right.
two guys should be hanging out. That's great.
I love
Well,
those
Wilt
guys.
Chamberlain's dead.
I know that.
He
They should have
died.
been.
Wilt's
Oh,
gone.
He's dead. He's
Oh,
dead.
yeah.
When did
yeah.
you die?
He died
Oh.
in 99.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
Did?
9/11.
Yeah, we
There was
were in
a
high
big-
school.
There was a big visual for him outside of Will Chamberlain's.
AIDS?
AIDS? No. I think-
Heart failure.
Oh, heart failure.
From fucking too much.
No, he was a big, tall, big, tall
Thought it was a
monster,
sword
you know?
fight.
They don't last long. Sorry.
It's fine, Nate.
All right, now it's time for a segment from Holden McNeely.
Whoa, Game of Thrones, everybody talks about it. Everybody gets silent. Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones, what's your plot twist? Because you know what? At this point, we've seen everything. We all watch Game of Thrones, and we all love Game of Thrones.
That's not true.
But the problem is that we've seen it all. So what can you possibly do? Well, they need to turn the franchise around. It's starting to struggle. Everyone knows it. Everyone's talking about how it's not doing as well and that people aren't watching it. So
That's not true.
That is true. I thought it was doing better than ever.
Yeah, I think bars are making
They-
all their money off this.
They fired
it's
the
football. It's
they
doing
fired
better
the
than-
entire
It's nerd
writing
football.
staff. They fired the entire writing staff. You got hired. Maybe you have to come up with the next big plot twist. I will start Arya and Sansa, like Arya finally gets done with her spirit training or whatever. She meets up with Sansa.
No one knows the show here.
I do.
Okay.
I know the show.
We all know the
the
show.
books. Yeah.
Either way,
You
there's
read the books?
I guess I just don't know
I
the show.
read the
I
book.
read the books too. There's dragons.
Fucking nerd.
I read the books twice.
Oh God.
All right, so anyways, Arya and
Greasy
Sansa,
motherfuckers.
they finally meet up. Thank God, right? They finally meet up in this field. They're looking
Arya
at each
and
other.
who?
It's Arya and Sansa, two major characters. Everybody wants to
the
see them
sisters.
meet back up. But all I want to see is, they're sisters of the Stark family. And then we hear beep, beep. Like, what? That sounds like a car motor, right? Oh, Tim Torre. Right? They turn. It's a cartoon car. And he speaks Irish talk. He speaks Irish talk.
I think we got to cancel the episode. I don't think it's releasable. I really don't.
I actually love this.
Thank you
idea.
so much,
I
Tim
do
Torre.
kinda love
Tim
Tim
Torre enters
great.
the cast, turns the whole thing around, makes it way more about a cartoon talking.
Why
car.
is that the Irish name? Tim Torre.
Tim Torre? Everything's named Tim Torre in Ireland.
Timothy. Tim Torre.
It's your turn.
Oh, my turn.
Yeah.
Someone's got to fuck one of these dire wolves. You know, they got these.
Oh, there's only one left.
They got these big white wolves. You know.
Yeah.
And it's like, when are they gonna get some action? When's Ramsay gonna like torture that guy? You know?
Fuck a direwolf.
Yeah.
I like it. Ben?
I never
There's
saw the
dragons.
show.
There's dragons in the
Yeah,
show.
well, I want Jon Snow to win a chicken wing eating competition.
Okay.
That's great.
I don't think he's fucked enough women.
Yeah.
No,
That would be an amazing plot twist.
Sure.
Yeah.
So he just wins the chicken eating competition, and
I'd
then
just be happy to see everyone get a good hot meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ben, you knew a character name. You know the
Jon
game.
Snow.
You know
he's
the
the most
show.
famous one. He died, but now he came back to life.
I don't think he's the most famous one.
He is the most famous one.
Jackie.
He is the
Never
most
gonna be
famous
the
one.
most famous one. Jackie.
Dragons come through, burn everybody away. Who gives a fuck about all the people anymore? Now
'em.
it is about the dragons. However, they killed everybody, but the only thing that they did find was Oscar Isaac. They picked him up out of, he's not in the show, but they went and they found him out in the middle of nowhere. So now he is their sex slave. So the entire rest of the show is about the dragons can speak people now, and it is about dragon life, and oh, I'm free. But we have this man sex slave that we gotta fuck every once in a while, and he's in so much pain every time he fucks
Dragons
him.
fuck Oscar Isaac.
Yeah.
This turns you on. Somehow?
Yeah, sure. And they're just so like they love him so much because like they're totally into it, but and they're so happy that everybody else is dead.
Right.
Is he into it?
Sure, he's more a sex slave, but he's also a sex prince.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
he's the prince of their new
He's the
world that they're
right.
creating.
Kind of dynamic.
so-
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Some layers.
And he's a great actor. So
Oh my
Great
god,
actor.
he's
he
a
looks like
fantastic
he
actor.
enjoys it.
Yeah.
Ed
So he-
Larson.
Yes.
Game of Thrones expert, might say.
I would
Knower,
say.
seer, seeker, lover, friend. Ed
Okay.
Larson. What would you say would be the next perfect plot twist for Game of Thrones?
Winter didn't come, and it was sunny.
Ed wins.
All right. So that's the round.
It's always
table,
sunny in
gentlemen.
Westeros.
But Jackie gets the fan favorite from the chat.
Thank
Fan favorite
you
from the
very
chat.
much.
It's
Like a
always
chicken wing
Jackie.
idea, huh?
I appreciate it. I just want to
Global
watch.
warming's gonna fuck this whole show up.
No, it's
No, let's not
it's
get
in
all
a never
political with it.
time. You don't
News.
understand.
Al Gore's gonna show up.
Yeah. All right. Does anyone have anything they want to plug?
What are you looking at your phone? Are you plugging stuff
No, I
off
wanted
your
to
phone?
find my Instagram name.
What is the name of the action star? Huge action star.
Bronk Brosnan.
Hugh Jackman.
Vin Diesel.
No,
Vin
the
Diesel.
other one. The
Paul
one that
Walker.
can be any nationality
Josh
known to
Jensen.
Oh,
man.
Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
Steven
He's
Seagal is
awful.
the
That is who I've been thinking of
That
this
is the
entire
dumbest-
podcast.
that is-
He was Sergio Gigante.
He was
I couldn't
terrible.
think of anything else. I couldn't remember his fucking name.
He
Piece
can't
of
play
shit.
anything other than Steven
Then
Seagal.
Steven Seagal. He's only
Thank
Steven
you,
Seagal.
Steven Seagal. I'm out.
That's the answer?
Holdenators on Twitch. Also, send Andrew Parker your Holden Talks, Holdenators Talks clips, and he's going to put them all together. Just ramble like me for 5 minutes, and then send it into Andrew Parker on Facebook. I forgot to plug that last time. Holdenators on Twitch. Bitch!
What you got going on, Nate?
You can follow me on Twitter at Nate Fridson. You can follow me on Instagram at Fridskins. That's FRIDS.
Do you take some fun pictures?
KINS. I take some fun pictures and some visual jokes, and you try to make it light and nice for everybody. And I have information about all my shows there on all those things, and go to all that stuff. And when Ross Parsons finally finishes my website, you can go to that.
Kind of a diss there on Ross Parsons.
When that drunk fuck finally finishes my
he's
website.
a great guy. Ross is a great guy.
Ben
I
Kissel,
love
Fox
him.
News.
You can see me on Fox News. I'm going to be on Varney this week, sometime at 10
What's
o'clock in the
Varney?
morning.
Is that
it's Varney
like
and Company. It's a business show. It's on
Ernest?
Fox News.
Jim
Is that-
Varney.
Yeah, like
Is that Ernest? From-
Stuart Varney.
Is he related?
Ernest
British.
died.
Ernest died?
Ernest is also.
Oh,
this
yeah.
guy.
Ernest, he said,
many-
how
many
about
years
Vern?
ago.
Lung
Is
cancer.
he with us?
He was a method actor, and he was doing Ernest
He
Goes
hated that he did
Ernest
this
Goes to
Ernest
Hell.
But
movie.
honestly, follow me on Twitter. And no one uses Twitter, but I still use Twitter. Follow me on it. Listen to and listen to my interview with Gary Johnson. That was
I
a
will
big
follow Ben.
All right. Eddie, you're doing
wherever
good, right?
I'm
he
doing great.
may go.
Ed Larson, Instagram, Eddie Tunes. What else? June 11th, Murderfish Show at the Pit Loft. Come
you
check
go.
it out.
All right.
10 years at the Pit.
Ooh.
Skulk the
for
Hulking's going to play. Going to be
real.
fucking doozers. And listen to the brighter side.
Bit of a dozer.
All right, Marcus, anything you want to say?
Yeah, Twitter, Instagram at Marcus Parks, and go listen to my music show, The Lucky Bone Show, at mixcloud.com/Marcus Parks.
Oh, shit.
What happened?
Nothing. I was just backing him up.
Thank you.
All right.
I kind of given him, I'm like a soundboard for him.
Yeah, I appreciate
Oh,
that.
shit. No
All right,
shit.
talk to you soon.